Welcome, everybody. Hello. Welcome to Black Network Sunday Service and the first day of what? Black History Month, where we get to be blackity black, even though we're black all year long around these parts. Hi, my name is Carmen, founder and curator of the Black Sewing Network Experience. Black Sewing Network is a network that celebrates and amplifies Black voices and creativity in the sewing community. Hi, Will. For those that are watching the replay, this is our Sunday service live where we go live every Sunday to make a pattern or make a project. But this month we are focused on Black pattern designers all month, even though we do Black pattern designers quite often, especially myself. But today we are doing a special pair of pants by Grace, who is of Zesty Couture Fabrics or African Fabrics, who is a special part of the Black Sewing Network community. We love Grace so much. We've made this pattern on this live before. Shout out to Grace. She sells not only patterns, but she also sells amazing Ankara African fabrics. I included a link to where you can grab those patterns as well as those fabrics in the description. You can use code BSN for 10% off. But she's also having a separate sale on certain patterns for 40% off. So yeah, it's what yay! Hey Lisa! Yeah. Welcome in. I'm trying to give y'all updates. Hey Alyssa. Hey Cake. Hey y'all, hey Will, welcome in. All right, so it's a few announcements that we need to make before we get started. Hey Yvonne, first few things. Let's get started, but let's talk about the few of the church announcements. I'm gonna be on my Nikki, but I won't be an hour long with my announcements. Okay. All right, so Black Summer Network is hosting our first annual Black History Month event. We did 4 events last year, y'all. So this is basically our first event of the new year. So super excited. We're not new to the event space, but this is our first time celebrating in person Black History Month. So that will be here in West Philadelphia. Super excited about that. That's going to be super fun. So we only have a few spots left. So if you haven't grabbed your tickets for the Black History Month event, we grab them at shop.blacksummonetwork.com. Okay, I should have included that in the description, but if you go to blacksummonetwork.com, you can, it's a link to it there as well. But shop.blacksummonetwork.com is where you can grab your tickets. All right, so this month, Black Sewing Network is also hosting for the 3rd year in a row. We're doing a challenge where we're encouraging people to make Black garments, quilts, or garment quilts or bags by Black pattern designers. So there's a list on sonaturaldane.com. She has a list. So for the most part, everything you enter in, if you participate in the Black History Month Pattern Designers Contest, they're also doing a lot of giveaways. We're giving away $260. That the prize money is going to be split in half. So 130 will be select for a person selected at random. Another one will be the community favorite or style favorite for the best styled outfit, and that will be a community vote. So one is just random drawing for people that I'm not that fashionable. The other one will be for a community vote. Okay. So we're giving away 2 prizes, and at the event, we'll also be giving away prizes as well. For BHM pattern designers, follow them on Instagram. They are giving, I know they give away a lot of stuff. I've won 2 years in a row. I've won patterns. I know that, I think they give away irons. They give away a lot of different prizes, but I've won twice. I plan on winning again since I can't enter into the Black History Month challenge. Hi Nylon, hi Armino, everybody welcome in. All right, so today's pattern is by Grace of Zesty Couture. Hi mommy. Hey girl. All right, so we've made this before. Before I made it in a chalet, y'all, and my pants shrunk. I have an attitude about that. But today we're gonna try it in a knit. Okay. So I'm using this zebra print knit because I want like a loungewear look, y'all. So we're gonna use zebra print today. I got this fabric for the super dumb low at Jomar. I think I paid like $3 a yard. I wish on the pattern that I pinched out the darts. So we're not going to add darts. I'm going to add a quick little pleat though, because I don't want to put darts in this. So instead of darts, we're going to make it a pleat. So that's the other adjustment. Another thing is this pattern only has 3 pattern pieces. It's good for beginners, especially if you want to practice a zipper. It calls for a side zip. But because I'm doing it in the knit, I'm going to do an elastic waistband. But my recommendation, if you use an elastic waistband, don't use a flimsy, don't use a flimsy elastic. I'm gonna use a thicker elastic to give it a really nice taut and tailored look. But yeah, this y'all, I have vacation on this weather has me wanting to go to Miami. Like I might have to book a quick trip to Miami. And so yeah, I'm just in that kind of like resort wear, like that's the vibe I'm on right now. Okay. I don't know if this will be used for my final challenge project, y'all. I don't know. I don't know if this will be part of my three-piece set that I'm doing for the challenge, but I just wanted to like highlight Grace because she is such a, like I said, amazing part of this community. This is an easy to sew pattern, super quick. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this today. But I don't know, like, don't think like, okay, is that wrong in the challenge that you're doing this month, the sewing machine battle? No, but I am using the sewing machine that I plan on using for the battle. I'm using a Singer Talent machine. And we're using the same machine for all our projects all month. Okay. For the I have to make a little bit of a correction to the story in the post that I did earlier on Instagram. I said I'm using a microtex needle for this project. No, I tested out a little bit of the microtex early. My bobbin didn't like it, and the thread was skipping. So we switched to a smaller needle size. I'm using a ballpoint 8011, I think. So yeah, we're using a different needle size for this project. The microtext, it didn't like it. Oh, here it is. Just to give you FY, that was a microtext. It was skipping. Y'all see, it was skipping. So I thought this knit was a little bit heavier, and it wasn't. But that's how the 8012 needle stitch looks. A lot better, right? So we're gonna use a zigzag stitch for this project. This is how the microtext look. Nah. So we're skipping the microtext, and we're using a regular ballpoint needle, and it's 80. Let me just double check. 8012, I think. And it is an 8011, an 80/11 needle. Sorry, y'all. Hey, Nina. Hey, Shamir. So let me know in the comments who is your favorite. Who are some of your favorite pattern designers? What patterns do you plan on making this month? I'd say, listen, my strategy with challenges are keep it easy. Keep it easy because I know a lot of y'all gonna wait to the last minute. I know a lot of y'all gonna wait to the last minute. So the first thing I'm gonna do, like I said, I'm not doing the darts. I'm doing pleats instead of darts. I wish I pinched the pleats out. But let me know what you're making. You know what, Court? Get out of here. Now you calling me by my government. Well, that's my middle name. Hello, Court. Court pisses me off. So, anyway, what are y'all making this month? Who else is excited about the challenge? So yeah, we went through all the changes. So yeah, we're using a knit. This is like a jersey knit. Um, so yeah, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add, like I said, I'm gonna add pleats. I'm not doing darts. I'm adding pleats. You can pinch the darts out if you want to for this pattern, but yeah, we're gonna start off with that. I want pleats. Well, I didn't want anything, but I didn't, especially did not want darts because I'm using a knit. So we're gonna try it with pleats to see how that looks. And this pattern is only $10, but you can grab it for $9 with the 10% off. So I'm sewing it. I'm doing an edge stitch for the pleat. And we're gonna switch it to hey Julian. Julian, let me know if you want to host a Sunday service for menswear. Julian is also doing this competition with me. He's being listen, him and Lisa being a little spicy, and Auntie Carol. Julian, I didn't get a chance to watch your full video. Did you announce like what patterns you're planning on using? I can tell y'all what patterns I plan on using for my final look. I am going to do a coat. I'm doing the Colo coat by Nikki. I want to use all different pattern designers. Like all black pattern designers, but all different ones. I want to use, I'm thinking my go-to, of course, are like Nikki of Beauty to Door, Jazz of So Much Jazz. I want to use a D pattern. I want to use a Renee pattern. I have so many options. You did? Okay. I'm gonna go back and look. All right. So that's how that. So I'm going to add one. I use the Anna pattern. So this pattern does not call for pockets, but we're adding pockets. So I just used another pocket pattern piece from another pattern. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay. Julian is using his I think I did you announce the listen, I need to go back and watch it. Did you announce the machine as well? So we're gonna add the pocket pieces as well. Okay, that's what I thought. I just saw you announce your credentials. I was like, okay, sir. Okay. Okay, Julian. We see you. We see you, sir. Dang. Okay. Julian said, don't get it messed up. I'm credentialed. All right, first we're gonna add the pattern. I was like, okay, sir, we know your credentials. So I'm adding in one pocket piece. Listen, it was my response to Lisa, because Lisa was the one cleaning off her darn awards. I was like, okay, well, I got little awards too. I got awards too. So I'm sewing the pocket in at a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Okay. Well, tell us how you really feel, Julian. All right, so this is the back of the pants. So we're gonna press that out. So that's for the front. That's for the back. This is the back pattern piece. And so let's move to the front. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. So yeah, this is the front. Is anybody else sewing today? You like all the rumbles? Not RVB's encouraging the shenanigans. Not RVB's encouraging the shenanigans. Y'all, this is all in fun. I don't want anybody to take it too seriously. Don't take it too seriously, y'all. All right. So we're going to sew in the next pocket to the front. And with the pockets, y'all want to make sure that the teardrop or the boob drop is low. It dips. It dips in. Like don't do it upside down. This is upside down. The pocket goes in like this. I call it a droopy titty. Okay. So we want to add that right side together on the side seam. Okay. Kind of wish I did this in advance, but that's fine. And I really should have used a different. They have pant pocket legs. I mean pant pocket. Like it has like a. It's more like straight at the top, but this is fine. I'm putting the pockets kind of high up, but it's fine. Okay. We got right, because people be like, like real people. I'm like, y'all, we just playing, because you know everybody's sensitive, child. I mean, keep giving a disclaimer. I'm like, y'all, it's just all fun and games. Okay, it is gonna be super fun. Oh goodness, y'all doing some serious work today. So we're going to press again the seam allowance. We're gonna press the pocket over, press the seam allowance out with the pocket. And this is the front part of the leg, and this is optional, but I do like to do a quick little understitch on the front part of the leg, just the front. And before I forget, let me pleat it. The front and the back do have darts, but I'm again adding them as pleats instead of darts. You can do what you want. That's your business. You can do the darts on the, if you're doing a woven, I highly recommend you doing them as darts. I'm just doing a knit, so I didn't even want these in here, but I didn't pinch them out in the pattern, so I'm just adding them in as pleats. Right, Linda, they doing some major work over there. All right, so I'm just going to do a triple stitch, understitch. I'm going to go straight down, and this is on the front, and that will just help the um pattern stay in place. Now a triple stitch, still a straight stitch, but it's often used on knits. Oh, I'm not liking that. Oh no. No, 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 no. It's not liking that. We are not liking that. It's fine. We're gonna hide that. We're gonna hide you. We're gonna hide you. Let's just do a thinner zigzag stitch then. Let's do a thin zigzag. That look crazy. That look crazy. All right. I thought about joining using beads. Not the competition too stiff. Okay. It's not even, it's just for bragging rights. Y'all making this too complicated. All right, y'all. So we have our second pant leg done. It's fun. You don't, I like a little competition. I think it would be good for you to do it, Shamir. All right, y'all. So we're gonna sew this at a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Make sure you're sewing the front to the back, y'all. The front pant leg, and I did put in some notches just to indicate the front from the back, because sometimes I be sewing the front to the front, the back to the back. You don't want to do that because I seam ripping knits is annoying. It'll be good content. It'll be good content, Shamir. Don't you need content? Don't you need content? All right, I'm doing the inner leg first, the inseam. And then I'm going to do the outer seam. Anybody got any vacations coming up? And with slippery fabrics like this is like a ITY. I like using clips. You can use pins. I just feel like clips are just it. I like using them better with slippery fabrics. Exactly, Julian. Say it louder. Do it for Don Lemon. Do it for Willie Smith. I know you like, wait, those things don't go together. It does. All right, so let's sew together the inseam, and then we're going to sew together the outer seam and the pocket. Ciao. And they had the nerve to do a campaign about that. I was like, oh, y'all did a campaign? Y'all did a trad wife campaign, but y'all ain't do nothing for y'all black designers. I'm just here. That's why I had to stop dealing with them folks last year, child. I'm just here. I'm just here. Anyway, next. Stitch line. That's still over there. All right, so we are doing a zigzag stitch down the inseam. So yeah. We are sewing at a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Okay. No vacation. Nobody talking about vacations that I can live vicariously through. Nobody's talking about vacations. Come on. All right. What pattern do y'all plan on making for Black History Month? Patterns or patterns? I didn't see any of that. I want to make. I think I want to make another pair. I need to finish a pair of bland pants that I started. Not 5/8. Um, I want to do. I want to do a skirt. Thinking about making another one of these pleated. The what she call it? What's her pleated skirt called, y'all? The crazy cute. I think it's a crazy cute pattern. Okay. Okay. Looking good. Looking good. Which pants? From which pattern? Okay. Which one? Which patterns, Shamir? Tell me which patterns. Because they have, but all of them have multiple. So I am just going through and that bobbin acting funny. Pressing out. Give me a good press. I'm glad I did this test pair of pants show. Should be using my clapper. Use that a little bit. Like the cummerbund pants? Okay, the bow. I like the bow. So you're going for like a tuxedo look? What look are you going for? Okay. Did you make those pants before? The 2008 are a good pair of pants. I need to make another pair because I gained weight. I'm trying to use patterns that I know people are getting paid for. No shade. I want to use patterns that I know people are going to get paid for their work. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, want to try. I do want to try. Is Shamir? I think is doing Julian's serger shirt tomorrow. I would definitely want to check in and tune into that. She's doing that. Did you already do that? No, you didn't do it yet, right? Shamir did this super cute hat. I'm not sure what designer it was for. Using Julian's pattern. I believe she's making it tomorrow. Don't call me a lot. It's tomorrow, right? Okay. Um, I definitely wanted. It was cute, and I'm not really a polo person. Like I do not like polos like that. But I really, really, really like that pattern. Okay. Oh, these are gonna be cute. Oh my god. We love to see it. Make sure y'all pin or clip these together because yeah. I plan to hack my serger shirt again too, I think. You should. Julian, you should bring as much awareness to your patterns as possible so that when you launch your indie pattern later on this year, you already have the audience. I mean, you have the audience, but increase the audience. Not a pussy book. So you're not doing the one that from the. All right, y'all. So we're sewing the outer fabric, and I'm gonna close up the pocket as well. I thought you were doing the pattern that from the picture. The only but you can make Julian's pattern on a regular machine, right? I think I am gonna try it with the serger though, because it's called a serger shirt. That's the only. Ha! Maybe I will do it with this. I don't know. But I kind of want to do it with the serger. That's the only time I might kind of like go off course. I just might do that as a BHM submitting project. Yeah, do a video. That's what I want. That's yeah. All right, so with niche, you shouldn't pull. I shouldn't be pulling it like this. I should just let the machine guide it. But let the machine do its work, because that means you have the right needle in. You shouldn't be having to pull your knits. My bobbin acting a little funny though. Acting a little funky dumpy. What course say? I am making the C address on Twitch at 7 p.m. Are you really? Are you tired? Core, you got a sewing machine? Core, I will be there with bells on. Or is Core just talking? Well, the C address is mad easy. Like, If you're sewing, that is a perfect first project because that dress minus the straps. The straps are a little tricky. Now she gets on my nerves. Court gets on my nerves. Yes, Project Runway. For those that don't know, I go live on Twitch. So this month, the Project Runway episode we'll be watching is the only season a black person won. So for Black History Month, we'll be watching Dom's season. Dom is the only black winner of Project Runway, which is crazy. There were a few runner-ups, but only one black winner. So we are watching Dom's season for the culture. Court is crazy. Court like to play with our emotions, y'all. She plays way too much. We don't have time for Court and her shenanigans. Court likes the shenan. All right, we got one pant leg. But yeah, this is definitely not for, this is for a, you know, I'm going to the beach kind of look. All right, now we're going to close up the Court. Play too much, please. Not today, Court. So let's close up this pocket. Pop, lock, and drop it. Well, at least she's remembering the names. Isn't that there a song that says "Don't play with my emotions"? Yeah. I'm not sure. RVB. All right, we close up the pocket. Oh, that looks good. All right, we got one pant leg done. One down. This is the right pant leg. And I'm going to just tack it a little bit to the front so we know that's the front. All right. One pant leg is done. We love to see it. We're going to do a little pressing. We can press the side later. These are going to be cute. Also, another thing I want to know is, hi, Dr. Hale. I did cut this on a cross grain. This is a 4-way stretch. So I just like directionally how it looked, how the zebra print looked. So yeah, just FYI. Yeah. So we have one pant leg done. So cute. Oh yeah, that's gonna be cute. Shamir does not like. My girl does not like zebra, but these ones can be cute. This is gonna be a cute little loungewear set. I can't wait to wear this on the beach. I can't wait to wear this on the beach. All right, so same deal. We're gonna make the darts a pleat. So we're just gonna fold that over. Okay, so we're gonna take that over. I'm gonna stitch it at the top, do a little quick edge stitch, and then we're gonna press that pleat into the pant. You're not gonna see it because of the pattern, but I'll know it's there. And I cut I think I cut this in a 16. The pattern, so with this pattern, it comes like the different sizes. Like it doesn't come all on one. Like the pattern doesn't have multiple sizes on one. You have to print them out individually. So I believe I printed out a 16. I don't know, because the pattern like doesn't have the size on it. And I printed this out a while ago, so I forgot what size I did. There's that. We're gonna. Okay. So I'm going to find that pocket pattern piece wherever it is. No, she won't. No, Shamira just don't like. She don't like zebra. I was the same way about before Beyonce, the concert. I was not checking for cow. I was not feeling cow like that. The only reason I started making cow print is because of the Cowboy Carter concert. But I was definitely the same way about cow print. I did not care for cow print at all. Still really don't. But it was acceptable for that look. She don't like zebra either. She don't like both. He said they both can go. You never wore it for a reason. You never wore it for a reason. A shirt. Sheesh. That was a choice. Just pressing this out. Mm. That was certainly a choice. Hi, Catrice. How are you? All right, y'all. I gotta test this out a little bit. The bobbin is not feeling her. Let me see something. Not my bobbin acting crazy. I'm good. Working on these pants. Is anybody else sewing today? Armina, did they say you could sew anything yet? Not you sewing now, Lord. Armina. I mean, I'm glad you're sewing, but girl. Not Armina already behind it. She said, stop playing. What are you making? All right. Armina said, we're back, baby. We're back. All right, let's just do the other pant, babe. Oh, wait. All right, we're going to work on the front. Oh, child, I fell asleep. No, Armina was sewing. You were sewing out. Difficult bag. That bag was hard. All right, y'all. So we're adding the pleat. The last pleat, thank God. Amen. Won't he do it? To the front. I know that's right. You better snitch. Snitch all day, RV Beads. Cause that bag ain't easy either. That's crazy, Armina. You better snitch. Especially if it's for your betterment. Armina. Girl. Please. I know that bag was not on the doctor's approved list. All right, y'all. So we're gonna add the last pocket piece to the front. I'm gonna press out the seam allowance. And we are going to do an understitch as well. Right. It's just a sneaking. And Renee used to be a nursing student. Renee should know better. She probably was like, Marmina, were you the only one sewing yesterday? Renee was probably happy somebody was sewing with her, child. But I already let her know. I was like, no, that joint look hard. I'll just pay you to make it. I know my strength. We're just doing a quick understitch on the pocket in the front. Oh, she was on too. Okay. Y'all should definitely get the awards for the class participation. Renee is here. I don't think she here. Renee. Yeah. All right, y'all. Now let's sew the second pant leg. But before we do, let's just do the waistband really quickly because that's easy. And I'm going to keep a little opening in the waistband so I can insert my elastic. I don't want to do it from the bottom. I'm going to do it from the side. We're going to jump. Pumps and the bumps. Pumps and the bumps. All right. She here? She She ain't saying nothing. Where Deidre? Deidre? All right, I'm just holding it down with our. No, I'm not watching the Grammys unless Beyonce there, but they played in her. They played. They came out with that new. All right, hold on. All right, I need to slow down a little bit more. I see your comments now, Renee. I see them now. Calm down. I didn't see him before. I see him now. Tony was sewing too. Oh, I saw you, child. All I saw was Tony. I didn't know that was you. Calm down, Renee. Calm down, Sister Cat. Calm down. Ooh. I'm used to seeing Deidre. You know your fake name? What that mean? All right. Now somebody trying to break into my Instagram. Child, I'm so sick of these darn hackers. Make sure y'all have factor authentication on your Instagrams. All right, I'm just pressing my waistband down for now. We're going to put her to the side. Looks a little big, but I'm also a big bag. All right, so we're going to do the inseam first. Y'all, we're almost done. Not that this is a rush. 1/2 inch seam allowance. Again, you want to make this easier, skip the pockets. The pattern does not have pockets. I just use the pocket from a separate pattern. Renee, did you and Nikki decide? I know Nikki is having a big shamir sew along for Bad Girly Brunch featuring Renee's pattern. We love the shamir around these parts. So Nikki is having a big extravaganza for Bad Girly Brunch if you want to join in. The shamir is a super easy pattern. No gussets. No gussets. I repeat, no gussets. We love to see it. Hi, Risha. I'm hungry. These are gonna be. Let me see. Child, not me about the. To my die, you know what? I might dye this a purple for the sorority wear retreat. I might dye this purple. Maybe I'll do that. I need to do a testing piece. I think I can dye this, right? Hey, gay. Depending on how this look, this may be the pattern for the sorority wear retreat. All right, so we're gonna do the inseam first. Risha, I saw your tote. It was super cute. Welcome back to the sewing fold. I'm so hungry. Hey, Brooklyn Timmy. Ah, child. Y'all know how I get once I get hungry. I know we can. They charge for plastic bags here, plastic and paper now. Every time I go into the grocery store, I be forgetting. And I got a million bags. What pattern did you use? I know if you're not part of it's called Nina Collective, but Shelly's group. Shelly has a group on Instagram. She does like sew alongs now. Check her out on Instagram. She has a free pattern. But I think she shows you how to draft it. It's like a market tote. The fabric is it's like a jersey or ITY line. All right, so we're going to press that out, y'all. I got this fabric from Jomar here in Philly, for those that aren't familiar. And it was cheap. It was super low. Yeah, I'm gonna try a different bobbin this time. This bobbin, man. Super Bowl Sunday next Sunday. We having a Bad Bunny party and is even though the Patriots gonna win, y'all. Spoiler alert, the Patriots are going to win. No secret there. Y'all, I'm gonna wind a different bobbin to see if it helps with the skipping. The Patriots, any predictions on who's gonna win the Super Bowl? Russell. Who Russell? That is the Bears going to the Super Bowl? Is that the Bears quarterback? Is that Simone Biles' husband team? Now it don't matter, son. Don't be like that. Oh, you mean Russell Wilson? Good night. What team is he on now? Is he on? Did he get let go from the? He got let go from the Giants, right? Or the Steelers? Which he got let go from the Steelers? He's with the Giants, right? Yeah, the Seahawks did him dirty. Let me see if this worked a little bit better. Not Court bringing up old teams. Not at all. Yeah, the Eagles are definitely doing a little bit of a shakeup. I saw. Y'all think AJ Brown gonna get traded? I think he is. He just does not seem happy. Poor baby. AJ like release him. 1, 2, 3, release him. AJ Brown said, "Release me." 1, 2, 3, release him. Child. AJ Brown said, "Let me go, please." I wanna be let go. Use dye more for synthetics? Okay. I know Lynn catching up to the comments. Trying a little something different. I know the Eagles definitely. Yeah, very curious to see what the team is going to look like. I mean, it's been a lot of shakeup across the NFL though. Ravens had a little shakeup. Didn't the Ravens coach go to listen to me sounding like I know big football. Ravens coach went to the Giants. I saw they blocked a couple coach interviews for the Eagles. You never saw that before, Court? It was like it's a girl that has a little song. She had a little viral moment on TikTok, a black girl. She came out with a whole little bop. At first it was like a funny video, but she came out with a whole song. I wish that I could ever lead the world away. Y'all ain't never heard that? This summer? Why are you waiting for the summer? You can at least hem some pants and a buttonhole. Not you wait until the summer, Lord Jesus Christ. Not you wait until the summer. Yeah. Tom Brady said the NFL is whack. He said they're whack to watch. He said these boys ain't playing for real. Listen, Tom said he's sick of the NFL, okay? Tom said he is sick of the NFL. All right, y'all. Let's wrap this up. Let's hope that this works a little bit better. My needle been acting a little funkadunk. Let's see. I think it's bobbin related, but we're gonna see. We're testing out all the things. Yeah, it looks good now. Yeah, what machine you end up getting, D? I stopped commenting on the game. You sick of Brady too? Brady said, Risha said, you can go too, Brady. Ain't you retired? Yeah, that look good. Hold on. Oh, you did? Okay. Okay. Now let's sew together the droopy titty for the pocket. And I like to sew the pocket. I like to have as much space as possible in my pockets. So I'm gonna sew the pocket at like a 1/4 inch, damn near 1/8 of an inch, because I like all. Give me all the pocket space, okay? If a pattern doesn't have pockets, a pants pattern doesn't have pockets, do y'all add pockets? I'm add pockets every time. Because I feel like pockets are beginner friendly enough. What I miss? You want a machine? Not every time you see a pocket. I just feel like pants without pockets are now there are exceptions. Like certain pants, there's a pair of pants that I add a pocket to that look goofy. Like certain pants call for like a patch pocket, right? I tried to add Erica Bunker, you know her pants that have it's like a split down the middle. I tried to add like they're super the one with the blazer. I tried to add pockets to that. That shit look crazy. Patch pockets work, but it still need pockets. I need pockets. But yeah, those pants did not. I added pockets of that because they were super. They meant to be super tailored, super like slim fit at the top. The pockets did not look good in those. Um, you can add patch pockets to the back, but for the most part, like a wide leg pant, yeah, I'm adding pockets. Oh, you bought it? Okay. Oh, y'all just saying congratulations to her for getting a new machine. Yes, we love it. Okay. The pockets are in. Yep, that made a huge difference. Y'all, I use one of those. You know, all bobbins aren't created equal. I had one of those curved bobbins in, and the stitches kept getting a little jumbled up. So I added a flathead bobbin. I know that this. I think it's called a. Is it the S class bobbin? So make sure y'all using the right bobbins for your projects. Don't be like me. But I thought I had the right bobbin in. I think this is the bobbin that the machine came with. And we're just gonna do a quick little stitch to the front. I'm gonna stitch the pocket to the front. "48 heads in the house. Don't forget to like the live. Thank you. Thank you. Please make sure you like the live. Thank you, Armina. All right. Let me get a little. Want to press this out a little bit more, a little bit more. I know, but I haven't. I got this machine 15 years ago, so I don't know which bobbin it came with. But I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look up what bobbin this machine's supposed to use. But I think the machine, the one the machine came with, my machine don't like it. See, I've had this machine for about 15 years. Or wait, 2011. What's that? Yeah, about 15 years. Class 66 machines are that type of bobbin. Is it class 66? Child, let me look up that down. Let me look it up. So I know one has a little curve at the top. That's the one I originally had in. I feel like these machines, and I just got a Singer. I feel like they be calling for the one with the little curve. I'm using the one with the flat top seems to be working better. All right, y'all. Let's add the front to the back. Let's add we're gonna turn one. Class 15. Is that the one with the flat? I know. This is my first machine, y'all. Class 15 is a flat, right? I feel like the same. I'm gonna check to see what my heavy duty came with. I feel like they be calling for the flat top is a class 15, right? So I'm using the class 15 now. The class 66 is the one with the round top. I feel like these machines. Let me see. What kind of bobbin should be used with the Singer Talent machine? Okay, so it does say class 15. Okay, let me see. Okay. Okay, class 15J. I'll order some offline. Yo, okay, I get it. 15. I just said that. I just said 15J. Are you watching it and are you catching up? All right, y'all. I am. But I know that darn Singer heavy duty I got. I'm going to check. I know it came with them round bobbins. Let me cook. Let me cook. All right, so we are adding the front to the back. I put it right sides together. One side was inside out, and I sandwiched it in. And we're gonna sew it all the way around at a 1/2 inch seam allowance. You wanted so you already typed, so you wanted to let it just go through. Okay. All right, hey. Julian can't stand singers. Well, he likes vintage singers. Did y'all know Simplicity apparently used to sell machines? At Pashi, I saw a Simplicity sewing machine. I think they had partnered. Did they partner with like Janome maybe? I think I took a picture. That was just a cultural aside. I used to sell bobbin winders. All the thing. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Oh, wow. Three? Are you going to keep them all? It was Janome, New Home, and White Brand Machine. Oh, okay. You knew, I knew Julian would know. Okay. You have a vintage singer? You do? Now you need to figure out how to use it. Julian, you really need to tap in this month because I know a lot of people probably have vintage machines. Oh, these are going to be cute. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, boy. All right, so now we're going to add the waistband. Normally I would, so I'm going to put the seam of the waistband on the back, on the buttocks. Normally I would base the waistband together, but I ain't doing all that. We going to just clip it real nice, clip and pin it real nice. And you just want to make sure you catch all 3 layers. So do all the pinning and clipping you need to do. You mean for the challenge, Julian? Yeah, I would totally do it if I were you from like I know you inherited a new machine perspective. Like, did you just inherit a machine from a loved one? Yeah. A great way to honor them is using their machine, and I'm here to show you some ways in which you can do it. I think that's you pull on the heartstrings, you know? Because I inherited a Kenmore, which I love. I absolutely love it. I know there's so much more I can do with it. You can talk about Julian, like where to replace the feet, like where to get the feet from. Julian, like, just go to Amazon. I'm sick of Amazon now. I ain't. Um, like general maintenance tips. Hey, Angela. All right, y'all. Just clipping this all the way around. All right, so we have it clipped on. You really can't tell because it's all the same fabric, but it's all clipped on quite a bit. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna sew this at a little bit, like a 1/4 inch seam allowance, because I'm using a thick elastic, and I want to make sure it fits in there nicely. So we're gonna lessen the seam allowance. That's okay. Should have made the waistband a little bit thicker, but we're just gonna lessen the seam allowance to mitigate that. Oh, come on. Running out of thread. Let us pray. Okay. Just make sure you're keeping all those 3 layers together as you're sewing around in the circle, down around in the circle. Hi, Erica. If you need a wider waistband, wider, like taller, not what, like, if you need a wider waistband, do you have enough fabric to cut a second waistband so that you have enough to fold? Yeah, if I have to. Now, I'm gonna make this work though. If anything, with this pair of pants, I can just I have smaller elastic if I really have to. Like 1.5 inch. I have a 1 inch, but I don't want to use it because I feel like that be looking jumbled up. I have smaller elastic though. If I need to go down, I don't have 1.5 inch. This is 2 inch. I might have 1.5. I might have 1.5 in my stash. I just have to check. But yes, I have a lot of fabric. I bought a lot of this fabric because I wanted the big pants and a robe. I already planned on that. Um, but my hope is that I don't have to do that. Good question. This is really like a muslin though, to be honest. I've never made this pattern in knit. I've only made it in woven. So I'm just testing it out a little bit. I will say I did cut the waistband slightly bigger. I added like 3 inches to the waistband because I felt like the waistband was too small on the pattern. Me personally. But Auntie Carol always taught us to add like 3 inches to a waistband automatically, just to, give yourself a little extra room. So I like a waistband that is flat to the front of my. Are you only so you do that method too? Yeah, I know people that do that method a lot too. Like they just add the elastic to the back. You could do that as well. I feel like you can get that. You can achieve that look with this as well, with like a thicker elastic. I don't know if I feel like dyeing it though. That's the thing, RBB. All right, so we're just gonna use. Are y'all Bakken people, or do y'all use the safety pin? I owned one Bakken. Well, I own two, I think. They have both going on to glory. I am not a fan of Bakkens. All right. My Bakkens has gone on to glory. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have your Bakkens. I will use a safety pin. Thank you. Shout out to my safety pin girlies. Not you love your Bakken. Okay, I'm glad y'all love your Bakkens. Yeah, the elastic fits in fine, y'all. What does it? Hold on. Okay, I'm liking how it's looking. And again, I'm using a 2-inch elastic. And with Angela's method that she was talking about, What I could do is just feed the elastic through the back and like stitch it down on the side seams to give it that taut flat look on the front. That's what she's referring to. Child, with the way my stomach is set up. The way my stomach is set up, it's gonna look flat anyway. Now, yes, I know that's right. Whatever gets the job done. Shamir said, whatever gets the job done. Amen to that. Whatever gets the job done. Amen to that. Oh, the Chinese bus. You taking it back with the Chinese bus. You know what's crazy? I didn't start going to Joe Mart till I moved back to I went to BCCC. I didn't start going to Joe Mart till I moved back to Philly though. I didn't know it existed. The only place I feel like we knew about was the place spot on, of course, Joanne, and the spot on Falls Road that was super duper expensive. Or I used to, if anything, I would go to New York for the day. I never stopped in Philly. But Jomar had a fire apparently. And everybody says like before the fire it was a shit. They also had 3 locations. They had a location in South Philly. They had a location on Wissahickon Ave, but I think that was like more so a fulfillment center. And they had the one that they have now on Wissahickon. All right, let me stitch this together, child. Let me stitch this together. All right. You widen the stitch a little bit. So we're gonna stitch these. Move this. I know they are super expensive. The mill store was before your time on City Avenue. Before my time, was it around Woolworths? Where was that? Dr. Jen, don't act like I'm not 65. Who remember Woolworths? remember Woolworths, okay? Don't play with me. Woolworths. Who remember Woolworths and Buster Brown? All right. All right, y'all. Feel like I could have made this elastic a little bit smaller. We're gonna see. Okay. The elastic is feeling kind of big. I feel like this is we're gonna see. Let's try this on. In my mind, this is too big, but I might try it on and they might be just fine. Let's do a little 54th and City. Exactly. Let's see. Hold on. Can I get a dressing room? They will no. Okay, hold on. Overlay. Let me see. Can I get a dressing room up in here? I guess not. Whatever. I'll just go to the side. I go to the side. Speak amongst yourselves. So again, I think I cut these at a 16, y'all. I'm not sure. I ain't gonna lie. I think. Child. So we're gonna definitely make this elastic a little bit smaller. These are cute, y'all. And they're nice and long, like I like them. Y'all see? So I need to make the elastic a little bit smaller. I might close up the pockets just slightly. What is that? What is that? Can y'all see? So yeah, the elastic is a little bit big, but I love how taut it looks. So I think I'm gonna close up. Oh, the booty is looking alright. The booty is looking alright. See, they're a little bit too big again because I cut this for woven. But I absolutely think they are so adorable and they look super cute with a little robe. Y'all, it look like I got a six-pack, don't it? I'm trying to show y'all how long it is. Hold on. Let me give y'all a little. Y'all see? So cute, y'all. So I still would not cut these shorter just because I do intend on making them in a woven. I mean, cut it smaller because I do intend on making it in a woven again. So I'm still fine with it, but I think they're super cute. They are long, but I still need to hem them. But yeah, I like them. I like them in the knit. I still like them in the knit. I think that's cute. Again, I just added a pleat. You can't see the pleats, but the pleats definitely help, like, kind of bring them in. Yeah, it just needs a really good press. I need to snip the uh all the loose threads. I do like it, Angela, I think it was her idea of doing a top stitch. So that's another way that you can kind of enclose like those raw edges. Do a top stitch of the seam allowance all the way around. Again, all month, my goal is to use the same machine for the entire project. Of course, using a serger would look awesome and clean it up. But this month is dedicated to showing people how they can accomplish doing a nice outfit on one machine. So that is what my goal is. The only exception I might make is doing the serger shirt because I really want to try that, but I might do that offline. Um, but yeah, all month, I personally, Bexo Network, will be doing black pattern designers. All the hosts, for the most part, will be doing black pattern designers. For me, my focus is on stylish, beginner friendly projects. So that comes down to oftentimes the fabric you use, right? Um, yeah, so I've been in Pinterest coming up with all the ideas. Zebra print is totally in right now. So I feel like this like is a simple, easy to sew pattern, but very on trend for what's in now, right? So something that somebody could be super proud of making and that would look great. This looks cute. This might even look cute with a little sweatshirt. This is the BSS sweatshirt, but like, yes, with like a nice, hey, Erica, was it Erica that gave me the suggestion to top stitch it? I think it might have been Erica. My bad, Erica. But yeah, like a bright color shirt. Do I got a bright color shirt right here? I've been keeping little stuff all around. But yeah, it will look cute with like, I might dye this, Erica, though, because I might wear this for my pajama set for this event, this retreat I'm going to. But yes, I do like the idea of doing with a pop of color. I think that would look super cute, like maybe a duster. I might make them a Nerva next week or something. But yeah, something. This is fun. I think these pants are super fun. Another thing that I could have done, and I still can do, is maybe add a pin tuck down the center. That might be a nice subtle detail. Like if you, especially if you do it in a solid, it will be more noticeable. But like adding a pin tuck down the center can make that knit look more sophisticated as well. So yeah, I'm just trying to think of other ways that you can elevate the look, even though we are using like a knit. A knit can sometimes err on the side of cheap. But how can you, as a beginner, do a tailored look using a knit fabric? So knits are easier. I still want our beginners not to shy away from wovens. Okay, so I will be doing wovens a lot this month as well. But I learned on knits. Would I do that in the future? Like, even though I learned on knits, I always recommend to start with wovens. But yeah, that's the way you can elevate knits. Thicker waistband, add a pin tuck. But yeah, hopefully those tips help. You love the black and white. Thanks, Erica. Yeah, the black and white is fun. Shamir hates it, but she be aight. She be aight. But yeah, thanks again for hanging out with me, y'all. This was super fun. I'm not sure. I'm trying to find Dr. Jen and Julian. I'm gonna follow up to see when we can have some menswear and a quilting representation for Sunday service. Dr. Jen goes live every Tuesday though at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So definitely tune into her live. She's been killing it. Like I've been learning so much, and I'm almost tempted to make a quilt. Almost there. So yeah, don't forget about the challenge for the month, y'all. I hope to see a lot of your black pattern designer makes. But yeah, not bad for my first project. Shout out to Grace. And again, this pattern is only $9 and it's available the link is in the description at zestycouture.com, I think. So use the code BSN for 10% off. And I can't wait to see if you guys make it yourself. Thanks, y'all. Y'all are so sweet to me. I appreciate y'all so much. On that note, y'all know me. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. 2 hours is up. The jig is up. So I'll see you guys maybe next week. I'm gonna see like the schedule for Dr. Jen and Julian, and I'll touch base with you guys later. Bye.